In this video, we're going to show you to install the sway bar end link on your Nissan Quest located behind your front wheels. Using a 21mm socket, loosen and remove your lug nuts. Remove your wheel and set it aside. On the top here, we're going to use a 19mm socket. On the back side of the sway bar end link stud is going to be a 19mm, so we're going to use a thin wall wrench to hold the nut or the stud on the other side. On the bottom, we're going to do the same. When installing our sway bar end link, the inner nut here is actually a 20mm where the original one was a 19mm. The nut itself is now an 18mm instead of a 19mm. So 18 and 20. You install this into the sway bar. Get that nut started. I'm going to go ahead and thread that down as far as I can by hand. And in most cases, once you thread that down by hand and then you hit it with the impact tool, you won't need to hold the inside to tighten that. Go ahead and take your sway bar end link. You want to line that up. In some cases here, you want to go ahead and put your jack underneath and raise up the control arm if you need to, or you can feed this through. Now in our particular case, our sway bar end link is coming up at an angle and we do want to tighten and torque this down level. So we're going to go ahead and jack this up a little bit so that our sway bar end link is nice and level. That way we can get a proper torque spec on our nut. So we placed our jack just underneath our sway bar here, and what we're going to do is slowly raise this up. And by doing this, it's going to cause our upper link to line up. Feed that through. Let's go ahead and snug that down, and then we can go ahead and torque it from there. We're going to torque this to 58 foot-pounds. Now we can release our jack. Take your wheel and install it. I want to go ahead and start these lug nuts by hand. Get them started a few threads. This will help prevent cross-threading. Once we have them all started, we're going to go ahead and snug them down. When tightening down the lug nuts, you want to do it in a crisscross pattern. Go ahead and torque your wheels down to 80 foot-pounds. And do this in a crisscross pattern. And you're all set.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.